Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. As I sit back and I think about our present situation, as far as our president, excuse me, and certain topics that he deals with and things that he seems to be concerned about, and I say Trump. I'm concerned about some of the things that he's concerned about, and then some things that I'm not concerned about. I don't know, I try to blend in, and I have been exposed to having Mexican friends and things of that nature. But the real subject here is when I think about Trump and immigration, the border wall. I have influences in my life where I've had time to think about things and process them. And it's always a learning process of where us as black people fit in with this whole border patrol thing. And our relationship with Mexican people. I sit back and I watch and I wonder, just like, I get influences. My lady's a big, she really has a lot of strong feelings towards immigration. And she gives me a lot of strong points that I can't really argue with. She says a lot of things sometimes that, because I was raised in church and also the fact that I was raised a Democrat, has an effect on me because they're not things that I'm used to. But her arguments are so powerful that I can't not deny that the things that she's saying is true. Her biggest questions is, would Mexicans support us as far as all the problems that we have, and should we be supporting them? Are we really just being used, by CNN and certain groups, or are they going to continue to fight for us and continue to get the rights that we need? Because nothing has changed with us really that much. A lot of us are still like, not a lot, all of us is just, regardless of how much money you make, you're still on a reservation. I don't care if you Floyd Mayweather and you have $1 billion or whatever the case is. End of the day, you still classified as a nigga, just a nigga with money. So you ask these questions about whether or not how far you get it, and then when you talk to people and they, white people, whatever the case, and well, they'll bring up names. They'll bring up Jay-Z. They'll bring up Floyd Mayweather. They'll bring up Michael Jordan. They'll bring up all of these few individuals, that have money and things and power. But that's not the majority of us. That's a small percentage. And I think about this so much sometimes, where you're looking at things going around you, and I'm uncomfortable a lot with people who support Trump. I'm very uncomfortable because he's not any way hiding his beliefs or whatever the case is. I don't even think he's capable of doing it, because his beliefs are so strong that you can feel them, And I'll hear, like my lady say, well, I like what Trump is doing and things of that nature, and I'm like, man, I really don't be feeling that all the time. But at the same time, when she says certain shit, she has a point. She's really having a point. I can't support the devil, and when I say devil, I'm talking about Trump. Because he's deciding to take his actions on a particular people, and I'm sitting back wondering, when I say particular people, I'm talking about Mexicans, But at the same time, I sit back and wonder, once he's finished with them, is he going to start with us? And these are thoughts that run through my mind. There's no clear answer to it. There's no clear answer to a lot of things that come our path when we're thinking about them, because we really don't have an answer. A lot of people have theories, and those theories, bring about a lot of fears. And I guess that's why a lot of people voted for Trump, because they have a lot of fears. And I don't, a lot of times racism comes from fear, I've never really felt uncomfortable, around Mexican people. Maybe because Baltimore is not really a place where there's a strong Mexican gang or strong Mexican influence, but I just really don't feel threatened. So, maybe somewhere else where people feel threatened, maybe in a job market or whatever. So my understanding sometimes is limited. I just see people trying to do their thing and make life work for them. My lady made up an interesting point the other day when she said that why don't they fix the country that they at instead of trying to come over here? My lady's black, in case you was wondering. She's very black. But when she said, why don't they fix where they at in Mexico or wherever they come from, I had to sit back and think about that. And it hit me, why not fix where you at? Why not do things that you feel, is necessary and put up, and instead of crossing the border, and coming here, why not change where you live at? Because I know plenty of white people, when they retire, they go to Mexico. And you sit back and you think about that shit. The shit couldn't really be that bad if motherfuckers is trying to get in. So I'm sitting back and I'm like thinking about it, and I'm like, how bad is it over there that they have to get over here to make shit better? And it's a question, because most of the places that people consider really bad is where people go when they have money and they want to retire. So something has to be changed worldwide, not just in this particular country, and this little span that we have where everything is already being messed up. The job market is messed up. I don't care what they say about the economy, because when you think about it, the jobs that you get, that they're trying to pass off, they're going to have everybody making $15 or $10 an hour, which sounds good on paper. Well, we're going to raise the minimum wage to $10 to $15 an hour or something like that. And I really say to you, even in a two-house income where you're making $15 an hour, which basically brings you up to, if you have two people making that, it's probably $30 an hour. And that's still struggling, with all the things that when you look at, when you turn on your TV, from healthcare, and all the things that you have are being taken away. Is it any more space for people to come over here and to compete? This whole thing always has me wondering, because it's like, when I'm faced with it, it really hurts me in my head, because I'm like, there is frustration there, because the part of me that wants to be fair, the part of me that wants to be, a humanitarian or just be concerned about other people, it really, you see no end to having happiness for everyone. And the reality is, that's just not a reality. Happiness is not for everybody. Everybody doesn't get it. It's like winning the lottery. The lottery happens every day, but only a few people hit it. So can you really extend, like they say in America, a chicken in every pot? You know, have we been sold a lie? And just how deep is this? Is this thing bigger than Trump? You know, I mean, Trump is just a face of reality. But when you think about it, somebody's going to have to be the have-nots. And I just hope it's not my people to continue to be the have-nots. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.